I'm still here. I'm still fucking live, bitch. No, I'm still live. Because on my... Who the fuck is trying to take me down? Oh my god! It literally ended. Alright, I'm going back. No. No. Alright guys, give me a minute. We kinda crashed on YouTube. YouTube crashed. I don't know what the fuck that was all about. Don't worry about our light goal. Don't worry about the pool. Diablo was the winner. We're doing Diablo tomorrow. Me and Mateo were having a serious conversation in here. In Discord, and we're gonna go back to it because I think it's more important that we have this conversation now live with you all. So nothing's missed in the conversation. So we're going to go right back in to join voice. I am unmuted. I'm going to try to get my camera up. I highly doubt if it will come up. Mateo, are you in? Alright, I got to close some windows here. Alright, I'm in here. I don't know if I'm on my shining light or not. Here comes Mateo. Mateo, I'm going to need you to say something just so I know you're being read on OBS here.
I'm here.
Yes, you're being read on OBS.
Can't be silenced.
Alright, I'm going to mute myself, and I'm sorry, guys, but we froze in the middle of Mateo having a rant about, I believe, Miss Sally Star. Miss Sally Gets Real. So I'm going to mute myself and check some things while he goes off about that, and I will jump back into the conversation here momentarily.
Really interrupted either by YouTube or maybe by somebody who's on YouTube or somebody who has control over YouTube. Let me tell you what I think about Xylee Gets Real, aka Xylee Star. She feels really comfortable on low-cal rewind, talking all sorts of reckless shit to people because that's what she's told to do by the boss, aka the higher up. There, I won't even say your name anymore, bitch. So when she tells people, when he tells her to talk about people like people who leave the universe, when she wants to talk about riding a bus over somebody or dancing on their grave, she should remember she was the same person when they offer her to talk about working the 4 to 6 shift. She couldn't do that because she has to have a warm dinner on the table for her husband. So, you know what, Xylee, do me a favor. Go back to doing what you do best. Make sure there's a hot food. Make sure there's a hot dinner on the table. Or if you can't do that, make sure you make a sandwich for all the meatheads and freaking lolcow because that's what you're good at.
Oh no, I think I left. Hold on. It jumped me out. That was me. Go ahead, Mateo. You want a talented bitch.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it again. So do us a favor, Xylee. Get your ass to the kitchen and make a sandwich for everybody in the lolcow universe because that's all you're good at. You know, talent bitch. You're living off of Billy the Fridge's freaking celebrity, and all you're doing is dragging Billy down into the mud.
I have something to say on that. Can I say it or
Yeah, I'll mute.
Okay. Here's what I gotta say on this, guys. I don't want to be a cunt. I'm unmuted. My volume's all the way up too. It could be because we're sitting in the same room together. Oh God, did I fuck something up here? I mean, the important thing is my audience can hear me. As it comes to Xylee Star, she wants to act like everybody knew who she was. She wants to act like that if you looked her up on Google or whatever fucking platform you use for your internet provider, that she would just pop up. Let me tell you what I know about Xylee Star. She comes from the drama community.
Huh?
She talks about pedophiles. She talks about things that are going on in the YouTube universe, which means jack shit to me, to be honest. And when she's working with Billy in lolcow Rewind, she doesn't let Billy really speak his truth. She doesn't let Billy express himself. And when Billy does, the little cunt runs away and be like, I can't take it no more, and she leaves and goes gets a sandwich or whatever. Then which therefore makes Billy feel like he's done something wrong. I can tell you right now, I have never once agreed with anything. And I do mean anything that kind of whore Xylee Star ever had to say about anybody. I didn't give a fuck what she had to say about Tina. I don't give a fuck what she had to say about the host of Nerves. I don't give a fuck what she has to say about the host of Cafe. I don't give a fuck what her opinion is on Becky or Roxy. Because only you, the people that are sitting here watching these shows, only you should be the one making your own opinion. Not Billy, not Xylee, and definitely fucking not Keemstar. Should be telling you how you should feel about each host. Now, I did not see eye to eye with Roxy. I did not see the eye to eye with Becky. We've had our battles in Discord. We've had our battles in Reddit. But at the end of the day, Becky and I have seen eye to eye. And I told her personally to her face, to her fucking ear, what I did not like about her. What she needed to improve on, in my opinion. And we have come to an understanding that, yeah, we both fucked up. And we own that shit. And now I consider her as an online friend. I consider her somebody I can go to and shit to win with. Because we have the last couple of days. That's why I'm supporting her channel right now. Go sub to the Betty Boop Show at youtube.com. Go support her. Look her up. She needs the support. She needs your support. I will put it back in my chat when Mateo comes back in the room. I want you guys to go follow her because she needs the support. As for Roxy, she has grown on me. She has. I'm not going to lie. I have a lot of negative things to say about her. And most of you know who I truly am inside, especially Mateo. And you all know I don't hold back anything. I tell it how it is. I don't give a fuck about your feelings. Feelings set aside. And I did that exactly with Roxy. Roxy called me out of my name numerous times. And I finally went to her the last time she called me out of my name and I said, listen here, I have not once called you out of your name. I have given you criticism that was not name-calling, that was not belittling. So I would respect that you show me the same respect back. She came back and she apologized to me, and now I have respect for her because she has owned up to what she has done wrong. She took my criticisms a little bit too hard because she has shit going on, which is completely understandable. All of us people who were shamed, and I can tell you, it's tiresome. Sometimes it is worse than a full-time job because you're always thinking about what's your next content going to be? How are you going to do this? How are you going to plan this? So everybody who says content creation is not hard, it actually is hard. What are your viewers going to like to watch? What are your viewers going to need? That's what drives us to keep on going. And I know Roxy was in that path, especially after she lost her host. So I forgave her, and I moved on. And I would always stick up for the underdog. And I do true-heartedly believe. And I don't know if Mateo will agree with me on this or not. That Becky Boop, Roxy, and so many others were the underdogs of the LCU. Especially when it came to Zally Gets Real. If she didn't like you, you're not going to make it in the LCU. You all think that Keem runs the LCU? I'm telling you the fuck right now. Keem don't run shit. It's a theory. Conspiracy theory. You do whatever you want. But Keem don't run that shit. Not when it comes to the female. Zally does. Zally does. And Mateo, take it away because the girl got a piss.
Okay.
Wait, let me put myself on mute so it doesn't hear you.
So you said something about Xylee runs the LCU. No, as far as the females were concerned, Becky ran the female portion of the LCU. Because I remember before everything hit the fan, when Boogie was too sick to come in and run tryouts for shows, who did Keemstar have on the show to help out with tryouts? The same woman he's now crying and bitching and moaning about now. That would be Becky Boo. So how was she so serviceable at that point? And now she became nothing more than a second-rate freaking piece of shit that you could basically like smear all over freaking Twitter because that's what you do best. You and your megaphone, as I said on Twitter about you today, and I know you've seen it, you talk about your megaphone being bigger than anybody else's? Well, then explain to me, asshole, why isn't your megaphone doing anything right now? All it's doing is proving everybody who respects Becky to be right. You're a bum. You've hung around a bunch of goddamn dick riders so long that nobody can ever fight back against you. That's why you can't do it, Becky. That's why you couldn't do it, Wings. Because anybody that actually stood up and said, you're fucking wrong, Keemstar, you go in to get rid of them. You're a piece of shit. So take that however you want, bro. She was good enough to be there for all your tryouts when Boogie was too quote unquote sick to come in and do his fucking job. But now when she wants you to take care of her and feel to take care of her situation, all you want to do is go on Twitter and be this fucking tryhard to pop off your fucking gums. You're losing this battle, dude. And guess what, bro? Keemstar, you know what it looks like? Do yourself a favor. Go on YouTube tomorrow and watch a bunch of JKB and Rich Review Tech USA review RTU streams from whenever their beef was going on. Rich looked like a cocksucker while Jay came off looking like she was like clean as a whistle. And that's what's gonna happen to you. Because she's gonna come on here when she does her streams, and she's just gonna do what she wants to do, and everybody's gonna stand and support her.
Oh, Mateo, you're going to need to carry a little bit longer. I forgot to do something.
Oh, you're fine.
Okay, guys. Meet my troll mod husband, Mateo. I forgot to introduce him, but he's the love of my life. He is my troll. He's going to take over stream for a couple minutes while I do stuff behind the scenes. I'm still here, hi. And I just want to shout out to the two people who like the stream. I will put it on the like account even though YouTube fucked everything up and we're starting over from scratch. I'm so sorry. I love you guys. I'll be right back. Mateo, as you were.
But like I was saying, like what you should do, Keemstar, you should go back and watch all the Review Tech RTU streams. Shit that happened whenever Jay and Rich split. Everybody supported Jay because he was the underdog. He only had like 200-300 people in his stream, but he's making like $5,000 a stream. Why? Because everybody feels like he's legitimate. He wants to make it on his own, and he has content that he wants to bring to everybody, and he's been making money ever since. So what do you think is going to happen when Becky goes live on? What do you think is going to happen when Becky goes live on her first stream? She's going to get a truckload of money. She's going to get a bunch of subs.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mateo. I don't mean to interrupt you. I'm so sorry. I love you. The Food Show is planning on going live tomorrow night. We don't know the time, but as soon as I know the time, I will post it in my community tab. And I'm going to repin her post, her channel post. So if you guys can go and sub to her channel, that would be great. Okay, Mateo, as you were. No, wait.
Anyways, So when she goes live, if she goes live tomorrow or whenever she goes live, guess what, Keemstar? Just like when Jay was fired, Becky's gonna be the hottest thing on YouTube. Everybody's gonna want a piece of Becky Boop because you got rid of her. And because she's gonna bring in the views and the money and everything that goes with it. All the cachet with Becky because she left Locale, she's gonna bring it to everybody else. She's gonna make money for herself. She's gonna make money for other streamers that want to have interviews with her. And then just like Rich, you're going to fall into the same fucking trap. And guess who else is going to make a lot of money off of this drama? The casino always wins, bitch. She loves Keno. What if Keno Casino has Becky on as a guest? What happens, Keemstar? You're going to lose. Because everybody over there always supports the underdog. And Becky's the underdog. Always has been, always will be. So Zombie was talking about earlier, but when you and Becky, how people didn't like Becky. When you had Becky come on, when you were trying to make money off, when Becky comes from you trying to make money off of Review Tech USA, because you found out he might have been what's it called? And he might have some infidelity with his fiance, his girlfriend, whatever you want to call her. But that's what you came on to. You had her on stream a couple times. He wouldn't buy her a corset. He wouldn't buy her lingerie. I remember you, Boogie, Wings, Tommy C were gonna buy her some lingerie and a corset. Which you all did. She came on stream wearing this shit. So when that happened, Review Tech went on his channel and basically shit on her. But when Review Tech shit on her and basically called her a clout chaser and a piece of shit, you all came out here and defended her and say all she's doing is telling the truth, Rich. So why is it when she's talking now about what you did to her, Keemstar, why is all of a sudden you, of all people, going to be a hypocrite and lie and say, oh, she's lying? Well, it's the same thing, isn't it? All she does is tells the truth. She tells the truth even when she's quote unquote lying. She went to fat camp and shaved her head bald for an opportunity to come back. Who does that? I wouldn't have done it. I would have walked away. I would have made my own stream and talk shit on all you. Just like she did before she showed up. I would have kept doing it. But she showed up.
Mateo, I gotta take over for a minute. Because this is too much to type for me. Xena, the dog, no, these people have never put their hands on a woman I know of. But if you know anything about Locale Universe, the LCO, it is run by Daniel Keem. AKA Keemstar. He runs Drama Alert. He also runs Locale Universe. The way they treat their female hosts, it's more like online bullying type of thing. They make them feel below them. They make them feel like shit. They make them feel like they're not worth anything. And if they don't hit certain goals, he belittles them even more. And all his goony friends like Zally Gets Real, Billy the Fridge, Boogie2988, Rastoff, they go after them. And they attack them until they literally feel like nothing. They mentally abused them, and to me, that's worse than physical abuse. I just couldn't type that all to you because that was a lot to type. Um, so I hope you're still in chat. If you are, please let me know. Because I'm going to give the mic back over to Mateo because I still got shit to do in my chat to fix some things since YouTube crashed on us. And I'm actually going to refresh our chat here in my OBS so we can actually see you chat as well. But no, Mateo is talking about the LCU guys, is the Local Universe, run by no other than Daniel Keemstar. He bullies all female hosts that he does not like. He bullies fans that support these female creators. I have been a victim of that bullying myself. Because I am in favor of the two hosts that walked out this week on Friday. So we're just trying to share. We're trying to take the time because I don't feel like playing games no more. So Mateo is helping me out here with bringing more content to our Tipsy Sunday stream that I actually will kind of want to get into, but I'm nervous about getting into. It is, Zena, it is kind of bad in a way. It's just, I don't know. I'm going to let Mateo take over. Maybe he can explain more about the online bullying than I can because when I get going, I get going and some of the words are not TOS appropriate. No, it's just the bullying part and everything that you were talking about, Mateo. So I'm going to let Mateo continue until I'm able to fix some things here on stream. Since we did go down on YouTube, I got to rebuild us back up. Give me a minute. Now we rejoin this conversation.
Okay, before I go back into the Becky thing, let me explain to you how Local Universe does with their online bullying. This is a community that tends to think that they're being funny when they make comments about people in their Discord. The Local Universe Discord is a bunch of people who just talk trash on each other because that's what they think that they should do. I don't find a lot of it to be funny. I find a lot of it to be tasteful because I think it's sick when there's a lot of men that run their mouth at women and they don't, and it's just basically just like locker room banter, like patting them on the back, say, "Good job, buddy. Hey, that was funny. We all thought it was hilarious." Like let me tie it in how this all worked, how I see this all, how it all worked for me. So when we're talking about Becky Boop, when she came on Local to begin with, when first time she came on Becky on Local, they were protecting her, talking to her, feeling sorry for her because of the situation she was in with another streamer. But they brought her in and said she could be part of their community and host a show. Once she became a host, they changed everything about her to basically that she was like some petulant like spawn of Satan that everybody was supposed to hate. And I liked her from the get go. I thought she was wholesome. I thought she was just like some oh gee golly gee oh shucks. I just like to make people happy, and that's what she came off to. But all of a sudden when she started doing her channel on Lolcow, she became some like spawn of Satan, which everybody hated. It made it impossible to watch the show that she was on. So it made it easy for everybody to hate her, which also ultimately with Lolcow, they make lots of money off people giving what they call hate dollars. They make money off people sending $20 chats that they read out loud about people talking about other hosts, basically saying like how much they detest them or whatever they want to say to basically to belittle them. And that's what went on for months and months and months. So finally, the locale universe went to something that was like they would call it like a group bonding thing that they called Fat Camp. At that point, Becky Boop said she didn't feel comfortable because there was a lot of incidents that happened in real life that she didn't feel comfortable being around other people because she thought her safety was in jeopardy, which I can understand because some of these people are really take IRL seriously. So she said she wasn't going to come. So she said she was going to quit. But randomly during this group get together, what they called Fat Camp, they had Becky Boop show up, and she was there, and she talked for a little bit, and she was said, "I wanted to be back. I want to be back. I want to be part of this community," and she wanted to find her way back in. Which Keemstar turns around and says opens up to the community, which was not an open vote because everybody basically said before she showed up, she should have to shave her head bald to be part of the community again, which was openly acknowledged. So when the vote happened, everybody knew what Keemstar wanted. So they said so they told her if you want to be part of this community again, you need to shave your head bald, or you can go back home and do your own thing. But she wanted to be part of this community, which a lot of people want to be part of this community. So they pulled. So she said, "Yeah, shave my head." They brought out the clippers and they shaved her head, which she earned her spot. So a couple days later, she ended up fighting with another host, and they moved Becky out of the main living area. She was staying in another cabin, and ultimately they end up sending her home, which they don't talk about on anywhere on their shows. Where they left Becky stranded in a hotel for not a hotel airport for like 3 days. I know, but she was in a hotel. She was in a hotel airport for like 3 days. So she's staying in this hotel slash airport.
Wait, Terry. I thought she was in a hotel for those days.
Oh, she was. That's where she was making. Oh, she. What nobody will tell you is that when you follow her on Twitter, people that were like her supporters, like Nee Marie and other people, were paying for her to get a hotel that night because every night, every day she went to the airport, she wanted to go home, but there was no flight.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, hold on. I'm confused. So Keem kicked her out.
Yes.
Okay, so I had that part right.
Uh huh.
He paid for her flight home, correct or no?
That's debatable because he bitched about how long she was there for when he kicked her out.
Okay, so he kicked her out.
Yes, because of the wing shit.
Okay, so if your boss kicks you out, hold on, I gotta turn my mic volume down. I feel like it's too high.
And mind you, before you say anything, she got kicked out because of the wing shit, not because of the fight with Roxy. Because Becky was supposed to stay in that corridor by herself, and the only time she was supposed to come out was to do Queens.
Hold on, I gotta respond to one of my peoples. Zena, thank you so much. Zena the dog, I want to let you know the game that's gonna start off that stream is gonna be Diablo. I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to play it, but like I said, the stream starts at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, goes until 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we'll have a lot of content, and I might even throw something like this in the middle of it. I'm like I was telling you in chat because, like I said, the stream that went down, so my Streamlabs is not pulling it up. But I want to do more reaction to shit, but I don't want to show people's clips because I don't want to be hit with a copyright strike. So I will sit here and talk shit, but I will always, or Mateo, or whoever I'm fucking talking to, we will give you a direction to go into to see these fake clips. I can even post them in chat if you want to see them. But the LCU, every time I feel like I'm in their chats, and I know Mateo has not seen it. I have seen it. I made both of my kids watch it. But they made me go back to the Netflix series 13 Reasons Why. The way they treat certain hosts, the way they treat their fans, it cannot be no longer considered hate donos. It can be considered anything else except online bullying. Mateo can tell you that I'm wrong. He can say I'm right. But from what I have seen the last 2 days of the LCU, and especially with Rewind, a bitch saying that she wants to see another person be hit by a bus and not apologize for her comments, that is online bullying. That does affect with somebody's mental health. That does have an impact in how somebody feels. And in my YouTube chat, I have pinned Becky's YouTube channel. She will be going live tomorrow at some point. I suggest you all go and follow her and let her know Zombie Gaming has sent you over. Let's support the woman. The woman has been belittled. The woman has, in my opinion, made to be nothing. And she is someone. No matter what she has done in her past life, she's someone. And she matters. And she deserves respect. She does not deserve the hate that's coming her way. Does that make me a simp? So fucking be it. It's just the God honest truth. I've had my fights with her. So I don't think I'm a simp because I've told her when she's done wrong. I've told her when she's done great. But I want to see her succeed. I want to see her succeed out of the LCU. I want to see her succeed out of Keemstar hands. Fuck Keemstar, fuck Boogie, fuck Rasta, fuck Sally, fuck them all. And Zay Zooted, you started out on Twitch, go back to Twitch. Seriously, girl, get the fuck out of there and get back to Twitch. Because I can tell you right now, you're the last woman in there. They're going to come for you next. Get out. Mateo, I'm going to have a drink and smoke.
I would just mess around on X. I don't know.
Hold on. You were going on a good pace here about Becky and Roxy and all of it. So keep it going.
About Roxy.
Well, you know what I mean, about Becky and Zally and all that shit. Keep going, because the people are loving it. I'm watching chat right now. People are loving it.
No, I'm just saying, like, she got thrown out of it. So when I stopped on, is that when she gets thrown out of the community thing for fighting, aka the guy who runs Locale Keemstar, he fought with one of his employees. They were swinging on each other. This dude threw his wife on a table. Nothing happened because they swept it under the rug, which they're good at. They just told the cops because someone called the cops. Someone from YouTube called the cops and said there was a domestic violence issue. The cops show up and locale tells them, we're just doing an internet show. Some woman got thrown hard, back forward on a table. Like she hit hard. And they just swept it under the rug. So they use as their excuse to throw Becky out of the group outing. Which they told her to go. They were going to take care of her, whatever they told her. I followed it on Twitter. They told her they were going to make sure she got home and they were going to pay for her flight. Here's the funny thing is, which they never talked about. Becky talked about it. For 3 days, she couldn't get a flight home. She was stuck in an airport. They weren't taking care of her. Her supporters were taking care of her, getting her a hotel room every night. Because if that wasn't for them, she'd have been sleeping in an airport. That's the truth. So she finally gets home. And when she gets home, everybody's on their way back from the community outing, and they tell Becky, "Hey, go ahead, go stream, go do your thing. Do your thing and make some money." Becky goes on stream and tells everybody, "I'm not playing this game no more. They're not gonna constrict me to be who they want me to be. This is who I am." For like 3 straight days, Becky was human. She told everybody how she felt. She gave everybody the time of day. And she made everybody on her stream feel welcome. And it was actually a joy to be back in the stream because it was basically having the same Becky that came back to LCU the first time before they gave her a show. This was the same Becky that they came in wanting to buy her lingerie and a corset. This was the same woman. So once everybody gets back, they want to go back into the same old story like, well, we want you to go back to being the bad guy. And she said, well, I'm not going to play a character no more because that's what you want me to do. And all of a sudden, they cracked down on Becky, complaining and some bitching about being a character. Guess what, everybody? Everybody in Locale Universe, they're playing a character. You think everybody is the way they are on the internet? Then you believe everybody who's on a soap opera or on a what's it called? What do they call those shows? No, not soap opera. Like a live action show. These people, reality shows. You think they're all this way? They all find a niche and they work and they get paid off of it. Why? Because they go on these reality shows trying to make themselves be somebody who could be pushed to be on a bigger show. I know a lot of you people are too young to understand, and you might not like wrestling, but like there's a wrestler named The Miz. He's in WWE. He made his break by being on MTV's The Real World. He basically was like a wrestling fan, and they got him belts, and he basically acted like he cut wrestling promos in the house. And now all of a sudden,
wait, Mateo, are you talking about The Miz?
Yeah, I'm The Miz, and I'm awesome.
I'm awesome? Listen, I first saw The Miz on MTV. What was that show called, Mateo?
The Real World Boston.
River Boston, I saw that motherfucker, and I'm like, oh, this motherfucker ain't gonna make it nowhere. And lo and behold, he became a fucking WWE wrestler. It's crazy. I'm gonna mute. I'm talking to chat.
Why? Because he had the platform given to him by MTV that made him a wrestler.
Yes. But anyways, go ahead. Go on with your rant. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go talk back in chat.
So when they're doing all these people do this reality TV shtick. This is why they do what they do, and this is why the same thing about locale. All these people do online. All this is an online soap opera, and all they want to do is sell themselves off to make money for themselves. So Becky wants to make money, and she wants to make money for herself. Where's the harm? These people make money for themselves. Some of these people in this low count universe, like AKA Boogie 2988, he makes enough money where he goes to Comic Cons. He's making good money basically just by showing up and signing an autograph, selling some old video games while he's at it. Nobody bitches about Boogie though, because Boogie's a dick rider. Boogie sucks dick for Keemstar.
Hold up, Mateo. I don't know if you can see me. Hold up. Mute yourself, because I got words. Because our stream went down, and I don't know when it went down about my opinions about that fucking fat bastard. Okay. Dear Boogie2988, I am a fat woman. I am a toothless woman. But you know what, Boogie2988? I can't control how I look. I cannot control that I have no teeth. I cannot control that I have no hair. I have this thing called autoimmune disease, which, in fact, your performer co-worker, Becky Poop, also has. But I've had since the age of 5. I have thyroid disease that I get tested every month for. I take injections every fucking week for. So you don't like fat women? Well, guess what? This fat woman doesn't like the way you fucking look. How would that make you feel if a person like me tells you, well, bitch, you ain't attractive? You can't always judge a book by its cover. Stop it. Stop it. Because, bitch, you're one ugly-ass looking motherfucker. Okay, let me tell you, as you are, I'm sorry. You mentioned Boogie's name, it pissed me off. He's a fucking liar. He lied about having sir. I'm gonna mute myself again.
Oh no, you're fine. See, I think just like Becky, I think Boogie has a lot of talent. I think Boogie 2988.
Oh wait, hold on, I gotta respond to Xena. Yes, Xena the dog, I will be keeping this video up. I don't really delete my videos unless I'm making changes to the channel. This video right here is staying up because I'm also going to share it on my Reddit page, which you can find. I will post a link later in chat for it. I know chat will stay up, but I will be posting it in chat. So if you're still there...
Well, that makes it sound like someone who's going to take this back to locale.
What?
Well, when you have someone ask, are you going to keep this stream up? It sounds like someone's going to take it back to locale.
Oh, no. I'm keeping this stream up. You can take it to wherever you want to take it to. I'm keeping the stream up. I'm keeping up, because one, I'm not breaking no TOS.
They can come in here
I'm
right
not showing any videos of nobody. I'm not sharing their content. I'm talking my opinion. If you want to know what I'm talking about, Go watch Locale.
If you don't like what I say, go talk to go kick
If
his
you're a
kneecaps.
supporter of Locale, which Xena, the dog, I don't think you are. But yes, I will be keeping this post up, and I want to tell you thank you for always your continued support of my channel. You have a wonderful night. God bless you. I'll see you tomorrow. Anyways, Mateo, as we were talking,
I don't know.
you're talking about Boogie.
Oh, I said he has talent. I think Boogie's like Becky. He has a lot of talent. But the problem is he turns around and he basically kisses Keemstar's ass to the point where he doesn't have an opinion. His shtick is always he doesn't have an opinion. It's always Keemstar's opinion.
You know why it's always Keemstar opinion? Keemstar pays for his house. Oh, you don't know Boogie 2988? Go look him up.
Well, you know what? If you
He's actually a good character.
Hey Keem, if you want me to kiss your ass and talk shit about all the people that left, hey, you know what? I can tell you what my rent is every month, and you can pay a couple years of rent for me, and I'll keep my mouth shut too. Until then, I don't give a fuck what you think.
Oh, and just for anybody that's going to lurk upon this video, I'm not monetized. I make no money off of my opinion. I don't even have 500 subscribers. And currently I only have four concurrent viewers on my channel.
You can shut her YouTube channel down.
Xena the dog, I absolutely agree with you. I do not support sexism either. I was only there for the women that came into the LCU, and all those women are now gone.
And the ones that stay are the ones that kiss the boss's ass.
As Mateo said, the ones that have stayed are part of the boys. They're the boys' crew.
I'm gonna be real with you. There's a couple women left. One kisses his ass, and one's an OnlyFans person. Need I say more? Actually, two are OnlyFans people. Need I say more?
The second OnlyFans.
Well, Batgirl has OnlyFans.
Oh, there is Batgirl. There's Zay.
They're not Zay. There's
Zay Zooted.
Zay Zooted and Batgirl.
Okay, so wait. Here's the females that they have left in the Locale universe. Zali gets real, which she's a fucking fake. Beans.
She has talent.
She has talent. She needs to leave the LCU. Pigtails. Sweet Tea. Batgirl. And Zay Zooted. And Zay Zooted and Batgirl are OnlyFans girls.
Uh-huh.
So they have a total of what, 6 girls left in the LCU?
Yes.
Well, no, I'm sorry, I forgot Tina is a female. She does have a vagina.
No, she's a man.
The one and only neighbor, Tina D.
That's a man.
Is a female. She has a vagina, baby. I gotta put her down as a female.
No,
so there's about 7 females left there, and 2 out of the 7 females are OnlyFans females. One of them I do know wants to get out of the business, and that's why she's been going so hard at streaming on Twitch and YouTube, and that is Zay Zooted, and she has been told that she's no longer allowed to stream on Twitch. Which I think is bullshit because it has nothing to do with the content that's on YouTube on the LCU universe. She plays games, which they don't even have a gaming channel no more. So why can't she stream on Twitch?
Aw. Leave them.
Exactly. I've told her to leave. Batgirl, I don't know what her status is. I don't know if she's trying to get out of the OnlyFans business.
Nope.
but she's in there. Zally Gets Real, she has a drama community on YouTube. Her fans are turning against her because all she wants to do is get drunk on Scream. Tina, nobody likes her in the LCU because,
I'm just explaining to you nicely. Imagine some 50-year-old woman turning around and twerking on a camera with basically like a bigger woman twerking. Need I say more? To make money. When she bitches about OnlyFans people, yeah, not so easy, is it?
I'm 43 years old. 7
Her
years
OnlyFans is
younger than
private.
Tina. I would never, and people, I do mean never, twerk on camera for any of you, no matter how much money you want to throw my way.
Oh, Billy,
I'm not twerking.
you're still streaming.
I am streaming.
Every raid gets a shot. Billy,
I put it in my glass. Mateo, you gotta carry the stream. I gotta pee. Since you're
cool.
talking, I can put on the Be Right Back stream.
You can put the Be Right
I
Back
cannot!
stream if you want.
Because you're here to talk to the people.
You, bitch.
Xena the dog, as always, thank you for coming to my channel. Thank you for showing your support as always. And thank you for talking with me in chat. I hope to see you in future streams where we're not so heated about shit. But this girl's gotta pee, and I'm gonna leave the stream to Mateo. I keep on interrupting.
Okay. So Zombie's talking about a streamer that's on locale that is a woman named the neighbor Tina D. The one and only Tina D. So this woman sits in streams and tells other women that she doesn't like how they sell themselves sexually or talks about sex and doesn't want them to do it. But within the same stream, within maybe like 15 or 20 minutes, she's up on camera twerking or sticking her tongue out with her mouth, her fingers up next to her mouth, giving that sexual innuendo. She tells the story that she doesn't like this sex talk, but she does it. It's disgusting. Either take a stance about it or don't do it. It's that simple. She's in a chat with like 30 and 40-year-olds. Like this is what they do at the club or the bar or wherever they go. I'm sure Tina's not going there. But when she tells people I don't like this shit, when she cries to the management, says I don't like when these people talk about sex or they make sexual jokes and it gets tiring and I hate it and it bothers me and they get these are the same these management people go in and scream at the host saying stop talking about this shit because Tina doesn't like it. 10 minutes later, Tina's making the same comment. I would be pissed too. Like either you don't like the sex talk or you do like the sex talk. One or the other. Last thing I see was Tina twerking on camera. I don't know if anyone's seen it, but Keemstar talked about Becky Boop he doesn't like when she dances on stream because it's just disgusting and he doesn't like it and it makes him sick. But hey man, a 50-some-year-old woman twerking on camera makes me sick. So stay consistent, bro. You cannot possibly tell me, Keemstar, you watch that video as that woman bent over on her couch and started twerking on camera with her older with her adult son in the room while she does this and tells me that this is something that's kosher. She bitches about the sex garbage and she does it. This is why no one respects the neighbor, one and only neighbor, Tina D, because she's a freaking flip flop garbage scumbag. And every time she doesn't like something, she goes crying to goddamn management. And she can't say it out loud. She has to go pick up her cell phone and start texting like the snake scumbag she is. But she wants to talk about how she's ghetto and she understands how that whole community works. Well, I guess she doesn't understand what snitches get. Everybody called her a snitch, and she gets all bent out of shape. Says, "Well, you go fuck yourself." That's what you are, Tina. You're a snitch. When you go crying to management and say all sorts of stuff to basically get the stream stopped, you're a snitch. But you don't cry about anybody else when like people like Rewind, when Xylie's getting drunk, danced on people's grave. I didn't see you calling in the management and saying, I think this is in bad taste, it's gonna come back to haunt us. You didn't do shit. You probably sat there and laughed about it. Why? Because it's easy for you to make money and views because you'll turn around 3 days later and turn around and say, "Oh, I think whatever Xylee did on her stream was classless and garbage," because that's what you do. All you are is like the flavor of the week bitch, the pick me, and that's all you do. You talk about Zay Zuda, but when Zay Zuda's the only person to come pull up and do your stream, miss, you talk about her OnlyFans page, but you don't mind when Zay Zuda's the only person that can turn on your stream and be the OBS monkey for you. Be consistent once in your life, Tina. And if you can't do it, why don't you get your son Albert to do it for you?
Wait. I'm sorry, I just came back into the room for the conversation. Did you mention Zay and Tina?
Yes, I did.
Okay, I have something to say about that. I don't care what you do for a living. I do not care if you have to whore yourself out to make a living.
Tina does.
I'm getting there.
I probably touched it. You were in the
What I do care about is Hunt
I already touched on
saying the only reason why you're number 3 or number 4 on the ranking table is because you go on all fours. That I have a problem with.
And yet, after she made that comment, she sat on stream as Zay Zuda's her OBS monkey and basically trying to play like kosher with her.
Yes, she said this. I don't care if we don't see eye to eye, but I'm happy that you're here to help me do my stream. I would not have come to help you do your fucking Zay Zuda is a better bitch than I am. Because I would not have come and helped you do your fucking stream after you said the only reason why I'm making it in the LCU is because I get down on all fours. Fuck you, you fucking cunt. That's what I would have said.
But she gets cachet from being Michael Green's little bitch girl.
Oh, and fuck Michael Green too.
Yeah, I hope Bridget takes him to the cleaners.
I do too. You know what? He's a pedophile. No matter how you actually look about it, no matter if the girl lied about her age,
I
he's
ain't
still a
worried
motherfucking pedophile.
I ain't worried about the pedophile garbage
Oh
no
no, but
more.
he's a pedophile.
What he needs to worry about is that he said that this case was just going to get thrown out.
It's not being thrown out.
So it means there's evidence to the contrary.
Exactly.
Why do you think he has to leave the house for? Why do you think he has to go stay in a separate part of the house?
He's moving out of his house. Moving the fuck out.
I'm sure that there might be where there's smoke, there's fire. I won't say nothing more than that, but he said that this was a misunderstanding and it was going to be over. He'll be back on stream. He ain't been back since.
Listen. This started what, back in at the end of April? Correct?
Yep.
We are now in the middle of June, officially. He was supposed to be back on camera by then.
Yes, because according to them, because according to the people who ran that community, it was going to be thrown out.
Leaving YouTube?
Yeah, how convenient.
Oh, wait.
He doesn't
wait a
want to
minute,
do
wait a
YouTube
minute,
no more.
Wait a minute. His announcement of leaving YouTube comes a week later of Tina saying that she's leaving YouTube.
They're not leaving YouTube. They're just leaving their personal channels.
I'm just saying. Tina said she's not going to do anything else on her channel by the end of this month.
Oh, well.
Her channel is not going to be no more new uploads. Michael Green, a.k.a. Kid Behind the Camera, is saying the same thing. There's some shit going on. Some shady shit going
something you're
on.
not supposed to know.
Exactly.
Why do you think they want to get rid of Becky for?
Well, because Becky knows. Because Becky knows.
So does Roxy, probably.
And here's the other thing that I read earlier today on Reddit because, like, I become a Reddit fan. Like, if you guys don't know, I love Reddit. I have a page on Reddit. I will share that later. That will be in my community tab, so if you guys go on my YouTube page and go to post, you'll see it under there in the community post. I will put my Reddit page on there. But I have read on Reddit that Mike rather work with Becky and Roxy over fucking Tina. I tell you, do you believe that, or do you think that's fucking false?
False. Because he lives.
We're not hearing you.
I'm not muted.
There you go.
Okay, well, I'm not buying that because even if he's staying in Airbnbs or whatever he's telling the story he's living right. He lives in the same vicinity as Tina. You want me to believe for 1 second that he's basically like cutting Tina off at the knees? He's the one that he's the one that keeps make Tina D relevant.
Okay, here's my question about Tina D. Hi, Danny J. Jr. What's up? Back at you, brother. All right, I will update the lights here in a little bit. Here's my question for you. Angry Grandpa made all this money. Kids Behind the Camera made all this money.
Excuse me?
Where's Tina's money?
I don't know. She said she spent it all.
On what?
I don't know.
Crack?
That's not my prerogative.
Adadrill?
It's not my prerogative.
I'm just saying, why doesn't this bitch already have a house?
I don't know. Ask her.
Why does Keemstar say that my goal is to get Tina a house? Bitch? What? This bitch been on the internet longer than you, motherfucker.
Well, he paid
Why
for
doesn't
Boogie.
she already have a motherfucking house?
Well, he paid for Boogie's house.
I don't give a fuck about Boogie. Fuck Boogie.
Maybe, okay,
I
well,
talk about the one and only
yeah,
Tina D.
yeah, he's buying her. He's buying her silent stew. I'm
Oh,
sure of it.
oh, and this is more of a question for the women out there that are mothers. But I'm sure Mateo will probably agree with me to an extent on this.
Nope.
But why would you let two grown-ass men live in your home, not pay a bill, not have a job, and play games all day?
I can answer that.
Who the fuck
I
will
can
let
answer
a
that.
motherfucker? I mean, mind you, I have a 19-year-old son. He's a grown-ass man. He does have a little side hustle.
I can answer that.
What, Mateo?
So you asked them. So you're asking about Tina's son and
Johnny.
Johnny, right?
Yes. Two grown-ass men.
Okay. Well, let me explain something. Let me explain how this works. Let me explain how this looks from the YouTube point of view. So at this point, I'm calling Albert her manager. He does everything she needs to do. And he said she's made it abundantly clear that Albert does for her. Albert does helps out with all her streaming and all her shit. So he's basically nothing more than her manager. So if he stays there and that's her payment, whatever, or whatever. That's not my prerogative. As far as Johnny's concerned, you know what it is. It's to keep the Jen shit going. You know how this works. She's from the drama community. Why would she want to keep Johnny around unless it makes Jennifer go crazy? Because then the cops show up. And then Tina gets to do what she does best. Be the professional victim that she is.
Mm.
And when she's being a professional victim on stream, aka when she's on Queens, she's telling Becky, I got the cops in my house. Like in the moment, what is Becky supposed to do with that? You put her in a bind. What is she supposed to say? What is she supposed to do? Because between you and Michael and Jennifer and Bridget, you're all a bunch of psychos. You all deserve each other. But you're on a main channel stream right now, and you have cops in your house because someone called the police on you, and basically they're looking for somebody.
How many times did Becky have to take over the
Three.
show because
3 times.
cops came to Tina's house?
3 times. Each time she had to go single camera, and basically
For
carry
at least
the
a
show.
half an hour, correct?
Yes.
For a half an hour. Out of a 2-hour show, she had to take over for at least an hour.
And when the
for
cops
at least
left,
an hour, because you know Tina can only
yeah,
give you an hour.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right, because that's not even a half hour.
It's an hour.
It's the rest of the show. Because at that point, when you put the camera back, when you put the double camera back on, and you put Tina back on the camera, she's too busy she's too busy on her phone texting Michael.
She's too busy doing this.
She's texting
Hold up, guys.
Michael.
She's too busy doing this.
And when
Can you imagine if I held the stream like that? I'm doing gaming
and
or
when
something.
Becky says, put the camera down, put the phone down, we're supposed to be streaming, she just ignores her. Like, she doesn't, like, I don't give a fuck what you think. Because it's a personal situation.
Guys, I'm going to go about another hour just because shit got fucked up, and I want to make sure I get a total of 2 hours on this new stream that had to pop up for some odd reason. I don't know if I got shut down.
Yeah, we didn't
somebody
get
or if YouTube fucked me
we
around.
didn't get shut down because we would have got shut down again.
No, I feel like let me tell you, I just gotta fill this out because you're my moderator on my channel and I love you.
Hold on.
Tonight I went and poked the bear because I'm a cunt, and I know I'm a cunt, and I went and poked the bear. Did I get banned? No, I didn't get banned. But did I poke the bear? I poked the bear. I said a lot of nasty ass shit in a certain channel's chat tonight, and I'm not gonna say whose chat, but I am gonna say it's part of the LCU. Because after all, I'm still a member, even though I'm not part of their Discord no more. I'm still a member, and I went and defended my queen Becky. And I
You want to
talked.
talk about? You want to talk about Discord?
I talked some shit in that YouTube chat.
Oh, you want to talk
It
about
hopes to
Discord?
be big. Their channel ended their stream, and then my stream started having issues. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
If we would have got shut down, we would have got shut down again.
True. I came right
But you
back
want to
up.
talk about Discord? That's funny because most people have a Discord, but it's funny that Lolcal, aka Keemstar, keeps his Discord behind a paywall.
Guys,
Yep, you have to give him $10 to be a quote unquote cash cow in his channel. In his channel to be a cash cow, which gets you access to his Discord. And how he has it set up now, because there's voice chats for each show that he has.
you're losing out.
Huh?
I just gotta speak on that one. As a person that was a fan of the LCU and mostly majority of the shows, I loved having like what they call the main live chat where you can go in, like Mateo and I are doing right now. We're talking in my gaming channel. They would do a live stage where you can join into. And Mateo touched on that all of a sudden they started doing. What is it, Mateo? My brain fart kicked in. What is it called?
So he turned it so according to Keemstar, because of women that were feeling unsafe.
They
Because
did it.
because again, women that felt unsafe because of crazy ass men in his Discord ran their mouth and said all sorts of ratchety garbage. Said I don't feel comfortable being in main chat. I would like to be able to have a chat just for my show. So Keemstar saw this opportunity to say, fine, we're gonna get rid of main chat, main voice chat. We're gonna make voice chats for each show. Here's the funny thing. For you to go in, so as I said before, to be in the Discord, you have to pay $10 to be a quote unquote cash cow to a show. What you don't understand, if you don't know the locale, what you don't understand is if you want to go into voice chat for a certain show, you have to be a cash cow for that specific show. So hypothetically, if you're a locale supporter, like you like all the shows, he has at least 10 to 12 shows. To be in all their voice chats, that's $120 that he wants you to pay to be in his Discord to talk to all these people. But in the same breath, Keemstar gets pissed off when he says people like grift for money. He is a grifter. Lolcow Rewind bitches about people grifting for money. They even in our shows, their memberships, instead of saying gifted memberships, they call them grifted memberships. but they have no problem begging for money. And that's the whole thing. Begging for money. That's all that show is anymore. Like it or not, if you're in here and you want to hear what my people's opinion about Locale, Keemstar begs for money. He says he doesn't want to beg for money, but yet in the same breath, he has every one of his freaking hosts come on and say, "Listen, we really appreciate you, but we'd like you to be a pay pig or a crown." I don't like the grifted, but hey, if you're thinking about it, be a crown on our show. That's $500 a month, bro. If you got $500 a month to be thrown around on an internet show, you have a lot more problems than you want to admit to. Touch grass, loser. And I want you to understand, there's a lot of people in this fucking community. There are crowns like $500 a month for like 3 or 4 shows. That's like $2,000, bro. This is the whole stick of the problem. Well, I don't like bitching for money, but hey, that's what they do best is bitch for money. But I'm gonna shut up now because I see the little child on the couch with her hand up.
Okay. Pardon me. I had to say one thing. I understand because I just went through it a couple months ago myself. In this Discord right now that we're all chatting in, I got to shout out Zombie Crusher and Dandy Jr. Thank you for coming to the stream tonight. Your support is greatly appreciated. I just want to say I went through it in my Discord where I had a troll come in and do some dumb shit. So I understand how I paywall.
Of all the irony, she's talking about a troll. The troll came from Becky Boop's community because when Zombie talked about Becky Boop, when she was bitching about how they made the Becky Boop character, this woman came in her on Zombie's Discord page and basically like scammed it up the garbage. Every page had her garbage smeared all over it.
This bitch slandered my name on my YouTube channel. She slandered my name and all of my, as you can see here, I have stuff over here that only certain people can chat in, like you got the main chat, self-promotion, game suggestion, moderate. But she was able to get into these, which is only available to certain people. So I'm not too sure how she got into these. So in a way, I understand the paywall. But would I charge anybody $10 to be in my Discord? No, I wouldn't. I would never. But have I learned from having that troll into my server? Yes, I've learned that you can't just let anybody into your server. You can't have your server opened. So for about 6 months, I left my server closed. So that means for 6 months, I got no new members coming into my Discord. I had no activity in my Discord except for the people that I already had in my Discord, which is Mateo. My other moderator, I call her the nerd, but I don't know what name she goes under on Discord, but I call her the nerd. She's my daughter. Um, my friend's autistic son and his father are in my Discord. Um, so going forward, if I do get monetization on my Discord, on my YouTube channel, would I tell you guys you have to be paid to be part of my Discord? Most likely, yes. It will probably be way less than $2, more like $2, $3. Whatever the lowest tier I can make for a membership to be on my channel. But I have to protect my community. I have to protect the people that are in my community that do have special needs. I don't want them to be bullied. I'm not here for the hate. I'm not here for the bullying, which to me, after listening to Boogie2988 talk today, he said, and I quote, "The internet is made for hatred. Social media is made for hatred." I truly disagree with that. I do believe there are communities in the social media era that are about love, about respect, about understanding, about acceptance. And I'm one of them. What I have learned from streaming, I've been streaming since, I've been streaming for about almost 5 years. Mostly on Twitch. A lot of people, a lot of streamers hate lurkers. They hate them. I embrace them. I embrace the lurkers because your views matter. I will never shy away from somebody that just wants to lurk in the shadows because, hell, I lurk in a lot of channels. And a lot. Today I went to one of my old streamer friends who has helped me with Discord, who has helped me with YouTube, and I went to his stream today, and in a long time I have not spoke in his stream. Today I did. I said, "Hey, what's up?" He goes, "Oh, it's Zombie81. She's too busy to talk to me. Always too busy, but she's always watching." Exactly. He knows. He knows that I have my anxiety days where I just don't feel like talking. But I will lurk in his chat. I will lurk on his streams. He knows I'm there. He knows I'm liking his streams. He told me I was fired today from being one of his. We laughed. Ha ha ha. I'm fired. But when you're in the LCU, you're constantly attacked. Even if you're a lurker, a subscriber, a paid member, you're bullied. You are harassed. If you don't pay for a membership, you're called peasants. You're called poor people. Even if you donate to one of the channels to become a cash cow. On the main show, the main show, LCO, Real Cow Live, they don't care. They don't care if you're a band world member. You're still a peasant. You're nothing to them. Unless you're a cash cow or higher. Then you mean something to them. But even at the cash cow level, you still don't mean shit. Unless you pay $100. Become a pay pig. Then maybe you might mean something. But no, wait. You think it stops at 100? No. No. These are greedy ass motherfuckers. They don't stop at 100. They go all the way up to 500. Him, Mateus said, fuck Low Cow. He stepped away for a minute. He's in chat. I know you guys probably can't. I don't know. Can you guys see it? Let me know if you can see it. But he said, fuck Low Cow. I am working on to getting a better mic. It will be coming. So all that static that you're hearing will not happen. I have been shopping. I've been shopping. But no, 500. You become a crown. Okay, great. What does a crown get you? Your own private chat rooms. Your own private chats. What makes you so much special than me, who donated $10 to be part of the Discord? Why do you have to donate $10? In the first fucking place. Oh my god, I put my echo on. In the first place, to become a cash cow. Why? Why? Like, I follow so many streamers. In a way, they're small, but in a way, they're big. If that makes sense. Like, to me, I'm small. Like, I'm like on like the dirt level of small because I only have 135 subscribers. Well, I should have 142, but YouTube is fucking up and took them away. But let's say with what the number is showing right now is 135, right? Okay. So that's dirt level. Okay. Then I have YouTubers who have 10,000 that I watch. They still consider themselves small streamers. And they make the best content out there. Yes, I know not everybody loves the cozy games or simulation games or whatever the fuck games that riding up your ass that you don't fucking like. But I support them. Why? Because when I reach out to them, they treat me like a human being. When I reach out to them on their Discord, they treat me like a human being. They don't treat me as, oh, you paid $100, so you get special treatment. Oh, you paid $500, oh, you get this special treatment. I'm treated the way everybody else is treated in that server. Like, for example, this server right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. He's a small streamer. He does videos. Every now and then he'll go live on Twitch. Not often. But every now and then he does. I believe tonight he did and I missed it. I'm sorry, Hill Home. But my cat loves him. But if I go to him to ask him a question, I get treated as an equal. This person here. I get treated as an equal. When we talk, we are one. I help him. He helps me. Let's see, who else do I have on here? Not gonna let me go all the way down. But there's many people that I have on my side here that I talk to one-on-one that will help me. When I was in the LCO, not one of those motherfuckers were willing to help. I was called retarded. I was called a moron. I was called an incel. I was called a mouth breather. Who wants to be talked to like that every day? Who wants to feel like shit every day? I was there because Becky was there. I didn't understand why Becky was there. I really didn't. After I had my conversation with Becky, like, we didn't start out as best friends. Ooh, I hated the bitch. Unlike Mateo, he loved her right from the start. Big fan of hers. Took me a while. Took me a long while. Until I became a cash cow member of their channel. And I was able to go, Mom! And I was able to go into their chat and talk to Becky one-on-one. I told this bitch how I felt about her. I told her what I thought she was doing wrong. Mateo, can you take over? I gotta take care of Mom. Mateo, are you there? Sorry, my floor manager is causing trouble and I must go attend to her. So we're waiting until Mateo comes in. Mateo,
I'm
are
here.
you in?
I'm here.
Alright, I'm muting myself so I can take care of the cat.
I'm sorry. I
We
was
were
dealing with.
talking about how my feelings about Becky.
I know. I was dealing with a bunch of. I see. So I was dealing with a bunch of retards on X that want to run their mouth because it's funny because you can't speak your mind on X about Becky, but if you talk about anybody in the LCU, they basically hit you with the same old shtick. They only have like three responses. Either you're a simp or you're just a bitch, or you have no brain. Funny is because I just hit a bunch of people up with the same thing. I can't wait to hear the response because you're not gonna call me out of my name and think I'm not gonna do the same thing back. Like people who love Xylee gets real want to tell me to eat a Snickers bar because I'm not the same when I'm hungry. I'm not hungry, bro. You are because all you want to do is eat everything that got all the crumbs to come off her plate. Here's an idea between you and Xylee. Do me a favor. Take your asses to the kitchen and make me a sandwich, you fucking bitches. And make sure it's done right. It's funny because she has a legitimate co-host that she's ruining. She's going to ruin because everybody's gonna take their shots at him now because of her, and they're both too stupid to figure it out.
Mateo. I was talking with OSG Knight Rider, the Enforcer, on Twitter. This goes along with what you were saying. I just have to talk this real quick. He was talking about something, and I told him, I think it was in the middle of one of my breaks earlier in our stream tonight, when I said, oh, Becky just lives rent-free in our heads. I'm not too sure what his name is on Discord, but he also lives rent-free, or she lives rent-free in our head. And I got this. At the Becky Booth Show, they are talking about you. Come tomorrow. Think that this is a lie. Tina, you are the biggest retard of the LCU.
I've seen this.
That's something that I said, and they liked it, right? That's what I put it, because I took a clip of tonight's show. Because that's as much as I could stand of tonight's show.
Mm-hmm.
They came back. Me and him were talking back and forth. He came back. It wouldn't surprise me in the slightest. It's a bit strange how at Becky Booth Show and all of us seem to live in our heads rent free. At least I'm still being talked about. It's no wonder that my YouTube channel isn't popping off since I did a 6-hour stream. They're keeping me relevant.
I mean, I saw that comment. They said they weren't going to talk about him. He posted that they're not going to talk about her going forward.
Oh no, I posted what Valley said.
No, they said they're not going to talk about her going forward. Locale said they weren't.
Oh, see, I didn't know about them.
But here's the problem. They're just. This is what they're trying to do, and I love it because this is the same thing they try to do at Rich and Jay. Like, Rich Jay, even like everybody who leaves.
Mhm.
Like, we won't talk about you no more. Translation. But if you talk about us, if you have the audacity or the goddamn common courtesy to defend yourself and speak your mind on your personal stream about us, well, bets are off.
Okay.
That's what they say. They won't say it because that's exactly what's gonna happen. If Becky comes on tomorrow in her personal stream and does what she did when they were at Fat Camp and basically crucifies that whole LCU, that turns them all back around and said, "Oh, see, we were trying to be the better people and trying to walk. We made our statement." So they want to say we had our chance to say our piece. So their piece is the only one that matters.
Okay. So I'm just going to go over some of the response that I received tonight from the Tina post that I posted earlier on X. You can go to my account. There's a link in the description. I don't know if it's there, but if it's not there, you can go to my YouTube channel and find it there. But I put let them burn where they belong. I said burn in hell where they belong. Because they literally are attacking everybody. Like, everybody is literally under attack. Anybody who wants to stand up for Roxy, anybody who wants to stand up for Becky, we're all under attack. It doesn't matter what side of the fence you're on with these two women. You are being attacked. And a lot of these people that have followed me on X are being attacked. And, I made general comments. Oh, don't worry about it. It's the LCO. You know how they are. Just fucking walk away from it. Blah, 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 blah. Let them burn in hell. Good you got out of it. But one of my biggest replies is this. Was probably King's a alt account. And this is regarding a post that Becky Boop shared. And it said, and I quote, I am a Jewish person. Out of all the Jews that were, out of all the Jews, I wish you were cast. And this is one of the responses that I received from that comment. Was part of Kane's alt account. Remember when Mike said, let me do it from my alt to meet a goal? Or when Keem and Mike donated to ensure Bentley was the number one super chatter on Queens. Then glazed her for it as a achievement, laughing my ass off. These are the type of people that we're dealing with. These are the people that we are dealing with. Another one. Is about the post that I sent, the clip that I sent to Becky, where it states in that clip that Sally is going to be done talking about her come tomorrow. This person says, funny you post this because I was sent a clip where someone super chatted to the show mentioning me, calling me a white knight and a big creep. Sally, Tina, and that big man cunt, they're all fake ass bitches. But not to worry, I'm taking the LCU down piece by piece. So, Keem, Daniel, let's call you by your real name, sir. Let's be adults here, Daniel. You're fucked around. You're gonna find out. You created the Becky gang. We are strong. We're stronger than you think. We will take you down. Your hate for others, your bullying will stop. If we have to make streams and tweets like this all day long, so fucking be it. Until the day you're done. Mateo, any words? I gotta get a drink. And a smoke. Mateo.
Words about what?
Anything regarding Keem and taking him down. I'm going on mute. I got to drink and take a smoke.
As I said before, I think taking Keemstar down, it doesn't need to be anybody taking Keemstar down. If you take the synopsis of JKB with Review Tech USA or RTU streams when they were fighting, you don't need to do it. You don't need to take Keemstar down. Here's the funny thing. Let Keemstar take himself down. Because that would be the most apropos thing. He's gonna make all sorts of content. He's gonna make all sorts of comments that he's gonna have to live with, and everybody's gonna clip. Like I said before, like I like reaction channels and detractor channels, and he has plenty, are going to ride with this. They've seen this. They know what's going on now. It's probably well known, and they're going to wait, and they're going to get a bunch of information. They're going to talk to the people involved, and they're going to strike, aka probably Kino Casino, because they don't like him at all. So if Kino Casino can take down Keemstar and destroy Keemstar the way that they destroyed Review Tech USA, if they can basically silence Keemstar That is a notch in their belt. Not only for themselves, but for the platform that they stream on. Because they don't stream here on YouTube. They stream on Kick because they get liberties that they can't take here. If they could take down a YouTuber and make him basically shut down or silence himself or basically like mute himself, it's a big win for another platform. Is basically said we took down someone who basically has inside tracks with YouTube. And because because if you don't know, Kino Casino basically drove RTU streams into insanity because they talked about him day after day after day after day. They made a segment of their show every day talking about his drama. The drama about what he had going on in his life with his current situation. And anything that happened, it was like breaking news. If anyone thinks for 1 second that they're not gonna flex on this, you're delusional. I'm sure as hell that the first thing they've already done, I'm sure they've already reached out to Becky Boop and asked her if she wants to come on and do an interview with them. I'm sure of it. Because they'll talk to Becky. They'll get Becky's side of the story. Because Keemstar won't talk to them. And they know he won't. He'll respond on his own channel, but in their response to whatever he says is going to say, well, why can't you come on here and talk to us? It's easy for you to say on your channel, but it's not easy for you to come say that to our face. They're going to drive them into insanity. Never mind the fact that there's a lot of people that have already left locale that are going to be emboldened by what Becky's done. There's going to be a lot of copycats. There's a lot of people that have left. I'm sure they're going to get real emboldened by what Becky's done. And they're going to feel the need to stream, or maybe they'll feel the need to reach out to Becky. They fought with her, but maybe they'll feel the need to mend fences with Becky to live off of this drama. What Keemstar doesn't seem to understand is he's always had he did locale live. He had a bunch of guys. He's never dealt with women. He doesn't understand how women work. It's not gonna be about the one woman getting vindication. It's gonna be every woman that's ever had a problem with Keemstar, like joining forces basically to destroy him. That's just the truth about YouTube. You don't like it? I don't know what to tell you.
Okay, guys. I know I left the Discord, but you can still hear Mateo. I just thought this was important to pull up because I do want to learn how to start to react to some shit. Mateo, you won't be able to see this unless you go on the YouTube page.
I don't want to watch their shit.
It's from Zowie Star.
I don't want to hear her.
And please let the dream be real. Becky responds back, hey guys, it's true. Oh wait, Mateo, I believe you responded to this one.
I'm sure I have.
This is Becky telling everybody.
I just responded to it, so yes, I did.
This is Becky telling everybody that she has left. This is the cunt that I've been talking about the whole stream if you guys been here. I can't stand her. I really can't. But Mateo says, thank the Lord I never have to hear your screeching in my home. there's things I would like to say to this person, but I'm that type of bitch that one, I'd rather say it to your than never over the internet. So I'm just not gonna say nothing because I'm real like that. I'm just saying. I'm a real deal. Um he has stalkers now. It just seems to me like okay, let me go back to Discord here. Let me go back. Let me get into my Discord. Okay. Okay. My Discord here, guys. I'm back in my Discord. I'm fucking with shit. I'm sorry. I actually mean to move my page. There we go. Um, this person right here. You see where I'm circling at. Made a comment. Now, mind you, this motherfucker has helped me out on here and with my YouTube channel. I consider him to be an online friend. I respect him. But he said some shit to Becky that I disagreed with. Mateo thought it was weird that I was responding back to it. But anywho, I did. I don't know how many of you know the Becky Boot, what is it called? Arc? Lore? What is it called, Mateo? Is it Arc or Lord? Lore.
You can either say the arc or the lore.
Okay, so
Lore.
I can use either term.
I mean, I don't know.
Anyways, I'm trying to get it like technically correct, but I don't think I can in this aspect of things because
I would go with the lore.
the lore. Okay, back in January, December, things happened to Becky, which I'm not gonna mention here because it's not my business. But a certain ex Becky's did something without Becky's permission and leaked it onto the internet, and the whole world got to see it. Which is horrible. I don't wish this upon anybody, male, female. I don't give a fuck what your gender is. It should not happen to you, especially if it's without your permission. And people like to write her on it. This guy right here. I have a lot of respect for him because he's helped me get this channel up and running on Discord. He's helped me with my YouTube channel. So I'm not going to say nothing bad. But he's one of the persons that is using that to attack Becky.
Stick around, because I will.
I do not appreciate
You might just let me take over.
I can't talk anymore because the words I say might cost me friendships. It may strike me on a TOS, so Mateo take over because I can't speak right now.
Okay. And so, what Zombie's trying to tell you is that somebody that we know ran their mouth on Becky on Twitter, basically like insulting her situation about a video that was made by an ex-boyfriend, which I find a bit convenient because this person is in other channels having problems with dealing with other people because of an incident that happened in a locale chat room that's basically festered itself all the way into somebody else's personal Discord chat. You're no more than a Becky Boo. They don't care about you. You're second rate. You're just a second rate person to them. You're no one. You're not on a show. You're nobody. You're. They see you and you're disposable. But the fact of the matter is that you were in a locale chat. You said some ratchety stuff because that's what happens in these voice chats of locale. And somebody was pissed off about it, and it became an issue. And it became an issue because you two were friends in another Discord, and it's still going on to this day. Where basically you guys don't even talk in this Discord, not Discord anymore. Where it's made that streamer so uncomfortable that he doesn't even know what to do anymore because it's just so frustrating. So you know what?
Wait. That streamer doesn't even know what to do about this person. Doesn't even know what to say. Doesn't even know how to go about to help this person. It is breaking his heart. That's conversations I've been having.
So you're running your yap on other Discords, mouthing off about a situation in another area where basically you're making somebody feel like I'm trying to help you, and all you're basically doing is smashing me over the head with a shovel over and over and over to the point where this streamer had to say, "Look, from my point of view, I'm done with it." This is he basically had to tell everybody involved, listen, I'm not dealing with it no more. And if anybody comes back to me about it, I don't like to do this, but you're gonna get banned. Which pisses me off because this person who was in a locale chat room running his mouth, basically like doing the Joe Schmo shit. You helped this man build his channel from the ground up. You called all these people friends. And now, because you said something in locale, because you were in this voice chat, which, hey, if you're in locale, my first advice to you is don't be in voice chats. Don't be in them because anything you say is going to get spun and destroyed. Your reputation is going to be garbage because everybody in there has their own ambitions, and they use you.
Because it can't be recorded.
But they use you because they can. They use you to get a platform because that's what the boss wants them to do. Is basically, as they say, it's a dog eat dog. So even in their voice chats, it's always like we're always looking to we're always looking to step over, not step on you, but step over you. So these two people like didn't get a show. They didn't have their own personal locale shows. And now these two people can't stand each other because of a comment. It's aggravating. And it's typical because it's lolcow. That's all it ever is. It's lolcow. These people go into these rooms or they try out for these shows and they say ratchety shit. They do ratchety things to be on these freaking platforms. But at the end of the day, they don't understand. Like they want to turn around and look like, well, I thought this was just me talking on a channel, basically trying to get a show. No, when you don't have a show, that's your opinion. That's your personal opinion that they're going to spin out there. That's what you think. You use your personal opinion to get where you want to go. You will spit on your friends. You will kick them. You will kick them. You will kick them in the. You will kick them in the. You'll kick them in the shins. You'll kick them in the gut, just to get what you want. Like this play, bro. Local universe is so toxic. I wouldn't even wish my worst enemy to go in here.
I have something to say.
Oh, good.
I know it is my channel. I'm not okay with with women being attacked in any sort of way. Physically, emotionally, it's not okay. And I'm struggling with myself to continue this relationship with this person. Because not only did he go on Twitter and belittle a woman for a video that was released without her permission as a form of harassment, but also this person support. I've been drinking, so I get emotional. I apologize. But this person also supports a person that put his hands on his wife. I don't know where Mateo stands on that part. But I've been through it in all aspects. I have not really talked to this person since I've noticed that he's become a moderator of a certain person that has put his hands on a woman. Just because there's a battle growing inside me. I can't support abuse. I can't. I cannot support abuse. Emotionally, mentally, or physically. I cannot support abuse. But this person has helped me with my Discord. This person has helped me with my YouTube channel. Let me tell you, I don't know. I don't know. You tell me I'm fighting with people that I shouldn't be fighting with, but I don't know. I don't know.
Because
Would you
you're not,
take it?
because you're not, because you wanna, you can have this debate if you want to. You can have this
It's
debate
not
behind.
even a debate. It's a battle within my
Okay,
soul.
well, yeah, you can have this conversation off the street.
You don't talk
What's
to
the,
me.
huh?
He hasn't talked to me since he went over to that other person's stream.
Well, I don't know what to tell you then. You're pretty opinionated about the whole wings situation, so
There's no excuse to put your hands on your wife. There's no excuse to put your hands on your fucking wife.
but he's also a mod for Rich.
He's also a mod for the man that put his hands
Yeah,
on
but
his
he's not a
fucking
mod
wife.
for that. He's not. Yeah, but he's not a mod. He's not a mod anymore for the person we're talking about.
JKB.
Yeah, okay, there you go. Just keep using.
Well, whatever. I thought we were talking about him, not
I am.
JKB.
I'm talking about the person where the issue started.
Oh. No, about him.
Where we had to have this freaking toddler conversation.
So,
I mean, it's not Rich's problem.
it's not.
It's,
And it's not
it's still
JKB's problem.
no, it's not. It's not even Wings' problem.
Mm, mm,
If he wants to be a mod, that's your prerogative, not mine.
when I see something like that, that shows me that you're okay with the actions the man has done to his wife.
They are okay with him.
What?
They want him back on the show. Have you not paid attention? They don't see a problem with what Wings did. It's just low-cal behavior. That's how they spin it. It's low-cal behavior. If Keemstar was a man and just would have fought, would have had had a disagreement, and had a fight with Wings, this wouldn't be a problem. But because Keemstar ran away and was a pussy and ran and hid in the house, so he came back. So he wanted to continue having this issue with Wings wanted to continue having this issue with Keemstar, where he basically like ducked and ran off, ran in the house, which is why Wings went in the house to go look for him. And as soon as Wings came back in the house, Keemstar came back on camera, which turns around to where they had to like the camera flexes back to Wings when everybody's trying to hold him back because he was just trying to have the continuation of the issue that he was having on camera with him in the house.
So are you giving an excuse about him putting his hands on his wife?
Absolutely not. But I will never give somebody a pass who just couldn't even stand up and beat the shit out of that man or get your ass beat. One of the two.
Okay, so like I've read comments. You know how I like to be in the comment section.
But he still likes to make
Wait. You know how I like being in the comment section, and you mentioned Cafe earlier in the stream.
Oh, fuck Cafe.
Okay,
Fuck
so
him.
like they're saying that one of the hosts of Cafe Male, we all, if you know, you know.
I can't.
The Ken, the Bigfoot, the AKA Ken, didn't help Kelly out because he doesn't like women.
She cried for him.
because of the way he talks about women. Do you agree with that statement?
But what?
That Ken, aka Bigfoot, didn't help out Kelly
I think
because he hates women.
I think every man in that scenario was a bitch. I think Keemstar should just had his issue, and if they would have had to have a swing, and if they would have, I think if they would just would have had the fight from the get go instead of him popping off and
Yeah.
leaving, this would have been no issue. They could have swung on each other. They could have had like maybe a tussle. Maybe they could have pushed on each other. Whatever. Because Keemstar has no problem talking about making jokes about his bruise, his scar that he has from wings scratching him. I think once Keemstar went back in the house and continued this tirade, I think every man that was there that basically just sat there and did absolutely nothing is a bitch. And that goes for Michael Green, Boogie 2988.
Michael wasn't there.
Yeah, he was. He had the camera on. He was running the camera.
No, he wasn't. That was Grim.
No,
No,
Michael has,
it was Grim.
no, because he popped on after the fact. They said
I was told that it was Grim or Twiggy that had the camera. It was either Grim or Twiggy. Because Michael was not running the cameras.
Michael had his own. Yeah, I know, but
Michael did not run the LCU cameras for that.
You're right.
He had his own personal camera.
But he had his own camera running.
Okay, well, he wasn't in the shot. He was doing his own blog. So I don't count him.
But you're a man there in that scenario.
Oh no, Michael's a bitch.
Yeah, sure he is.
Michael's 100% a bitch.
Well, there you go. There's another bitch.
Just saying.
There's another man there, so another man that's a bitch.
Yeah, Michael's 100% a bitch.
There was only one person stood up to wings in that moment, and that was a woman.
That was
I don't know who it was. It doesn't matter.
I remember who she was. Beans Twin. Everybody called her Beans Twin. I know who he was.
Yeah, she was what pushed him and said,
yeah,
leave her alone.
Zally had to pull her away. Because she was screaming, that's your fucking wife. That's your fucking wife, you fucking moron. That's your fucking wife.
Because that's the truth.
And literally, she was the only one that went up to that man.
A woman.
He's 360 pounds.
400 pounds.
No, he was 360 at that time. 360 pounds. A woman that is about like fucking 102 pounds went up to this fucking motherfucker and went like, "That's your fucking boy. What the fuck are you doing?" She would have got stomped on if it really wasn't for Zally pulling her fucking away.
Like when they yell and like even like in that fray when Zally's screaming at Boogie, Boogie's
no,
like
Keem,
no.
Keem and no, not Keem. Ken and Billy were yelling at Boogie to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, but he just wanted Boogie's answer to the whole thing was, I felt like if I was running my mouth at him, he would just pay attention to me and just start swinging on me.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Boogie wanted to get the shit beat out of him.
Well, that makes no sense.
Instead of Kelly hitting the table.
Why can't you disable the situation before anybody gets hurt?
I don't think if you as an adult, yes, I understand that arguments get heated. I've been in them. You've been in them. But there has to be a build-up to that extent of violence.
There was
a lot of violence that day.
No, there was too many egos. There was too many egos on that patio that didn't want to be the bad guy. They don't know how to be real. Of all the irony, they don't know how to be real. There wasn't a man there that wanted to be real.
So Mateo.
And swing on, I gotta beat the shit out of this man at this point. I'm looking at this man push his wife on the table. My flight or fight response is, I'm gonna go beat the. I don't care if he's fucking 300 pounds. I'm gonna go swing on his ass, or I'm at least gonna like move him off, or say stand in front of him and say, don't like okay, done. You're okay, bro. You're done. Keep it pushing.
So Mateo. What is your overall thought of the LCU? Who do you think has? Do you think one person has all the blame, or do you think they're partial blame? But I want you to think about that while I go to the restroom, guys. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back for Mateo's answer on that one, okay? Okay, because I really got to pee. A girl's got to pee.
I'm in the zone, I'm on a roll. Chasing dreams, I'm reaching goals. But nature calls, I can't ignore. Gotta hit the bathroom, out the door. I'll be right back, yeah, as soon as I can. Quick little break, then I'm sticking to the plan. Hold the line, keep the fire in our souls. Gotta go, but we're still reaching our goals. Flush the doubts, wash my hands, back to the hustle, I'm in demand. No time to waste, I'm feeling strong. This pit stops quick, then I'm moving along. I'll be right back, yeah, as soon as I can. Quick little break, then I'm sticking to the plan. Hold the line, keep the fire in our souls. Gotta go, but we're still reaching our goals. Flush the doubts, wash my hands, back to the hustle, I'm in demand. No time to waste, I'm feeling strong. This pit stops quick, then I'm moving along. I'll be right back, yeah, as soon as I can. Quick little break, then I'm sticking to the plan. Hold the line, keep the fire in our souls. Gotta go, but we're still reaching our goals. 1 minute, 2, I'm sprinting back to you. Dreams don't wait, and I've got work to do. A moment's pause, but I'm still in the race. Back in a flash with a smile on my face. I'll be right back, yeah, as soon as I can. Quick little break, then I'm sticking to the plan. Hold the line, keep the fire in our souls. Gotta go, but we're still reaching our goals. Yeah, I'm back now, let's make it unfold. Together we're rising, we're reaching our goals. I'm in the zone, I'm on a roll. Chasing dreams, I'm reaching goals. But nature calls, I can't ignore. Gotta hit.
Alright, guys, so before I took my break, no, I did not answer. I asked Mateo a question. And I don't remember what it was, but Mateo probably does.
So you asked me, who do I blame for all
Yes,
this shit?
like, who do you blame for the original downfall after Fat Camp?
Keemstar.
And why is that? I'm trying to conduct an interview here.
Because he's the boss.
Okay.
He owns the narrative.
Okay.
He owns the narrative to himself. Remember, so you want to keep it. You want the whole scope, right?
Yes, sir.
So the whole scope of this whole thing is Keemstar owns the narrative to his live event. When him and his fiance get in the car and go home, and there's still people there that gotta like clean up the place and make it like so it's like so they don't have to pay the security deposit.
Yeah.
You end up with like people like Grace Thorpe showing up.
But she showed up before they left because I remember Brentley posting a YouTube video about not a YouTube video, what is that thing called?
I don't know. I don't follow
Twitter.
Brantley.
Twitter. She put it on Twitter.
I know. I don't follow Brantley.
I couldn't remember what it was called. It was.
I know,
Twitter.
but I don't follow Brantley.
Yeah, well, she put it on Twitter. I think like 3 or 4 days before she left camp.
But okay, that makes it even worse. So, how did she get this info? How did she come with the information of where they were?
According to everybody, okay, let me start with the first theory, and then I'll actually give you the first theory was, remember when Becky did her live stream?
Oh, I heard this.
Okay. According to that theory, that Becky linked out the address of where Fat Camp was. Okay. So that's the only theory. Okay? The actual fact, which if people do their research will actually be able to find, I'm not going to do for you fucking simps. Go do it your goddamn self. King, when he was talking to Baltimore One Link, she addressed Keem and told Keem, yeah, I'm the one that sent Grace after you all. I'm the one that linked where Fat Camp was going to be. Because I was still getting information.
Yeah, this is the same dude.
That is fact.
Yeah, this is the same dude.
And it was in that same conversation where he got glazed.
Yeah, and this is the same dude that basically like had the fiance basically like screaming. Not only is he screaming about how he wants to like take like bang the living shit out of this woman, he's basically putting his fiance's sexual
influence.
Not sexual. Put her how she
is sexually.
Who she is to everybody. So basically, Keemstar has no problem putting out there that his fiance, wife, girlfriend, whatever he is bisexual.
And trust me, we have nothing wrong with that.
I'm just be frankly honest.
I mean, in the words of Boogie, we're all gay.
As far as I'm concerned, if I'm a guy and I know that information, and some other guy goes out and basically like puts it out there that my wife's bisexual, bro, we're gonna have problems. But he did it himself, which is so ridiculous.
Well, here's the main thing. He told everybody, like the whole LCL. I don't know if anybody watches any other shows, so I'm not going to say the LCU. But he told the all of LCL fans that watched that show that Brentley knew what was going on. Brentley gave the approval of him glazing this individual that has, she has disabilities. She takes care of Lily's grandfather. Her boyfriend beat her. Like, sharing all this information with Keem. And then her. Go ahead, sorry.
Never mind the fact that somebody outed this same woman that her boyfriend was transgender.
Yes. Leaked out that her boyfriend, which I don't know how much of that is true because he Well, didn't pass as a female. Never did. I saw him. Was a transgender. But I mean, he told everybody that Brentley, his fiance Brentley Keem, was fine with the conversation, if you want to call it that, conversation that was going on between him and this 20-year-old girl. I mean, ex-employee of his, mind you. It was very sexual in nature.
It was disgusting.
If Mateo would say shit like that to me, I'd probably punch him in the face. I'm not even gonna lie. But he made everybody believe that Brentley knew about this conversation.
I'm sure she did. I'm sure it was damage control.
No, wait. But this other person, this female, leaked the conversation. And according to Daniel Keem, Brentley Keem was not too pleased. Was quite angry that this conversation took place. Did you not hear that, Mateo?
I know, but I heard it. But can I go a little bit deeper that nobody pays attention to?
What's that? You know I don't.
You remember before? I think it was before Fat Camp or whatever. They were weekend, and one of the girls that was in you that quit or whatever and left.
A lot of them do.
Yeah, but there was one of them that was friends with Brantley, and she was spending the weekend at Keemstar's house. Brantley invited her over to the house. I forget who she was. But there was one of the women that was friends with was cordial with Brantley, and he invited her over.
This is before Fat Camp? Because I remember a female coming over after.
I mean, I don't know, but either way, who cares? So you had a woman that you acknowledged, and they were talking about her, and you said, "Well, I can't do." Keemstar turns around and says, "I can't do anything about it because she Brantley invited her." Well, please explain to me, Keemstar.
Wait, is this the bitch that came on camera on LCO?
I think so. She was on the show.
Oh no. She's friends with Brentley, and Brentley invited her over because Brentley was stressed out by what Keem did with fucking that Canadian chick.
No,
She was pissed off about it, and she came on to LCO Live and went at Keem about it.
No, this is Borderlands thing.
Then I don't know who you're talking about.
I don't remember who it was, but it was one of the women that was in there was trying out. Was one of the women that was trying out to be on the show.
Sorry, Queen.
Which is one of the shows they were just trying to have a. And it was one of the on a weekend. Locale Live, and Keem said I can't do anything right now. I can't do anything about the issue because Brantley has company over, and it was one of the girls that tried out for Locale. So please, Keemstar, please, I'm begging you, tell me what happened that weekend when this girl randomly came and spent the weekend at your house.
It was Roxy.
No, it wasn't Roxy.
Okay, so what are your thoughts about the theory of Roxy and Keem being relatives?
I'm fine that for a minute. She wouldn't be fired. She would have to come up with
Okay.
Local Live.
Okay. So what are your thoughts about Pigtail and Brantley being relatives?
I think
Because they kind of do look alike.
I think Wendy's is just garbage.
But they're saying that she's a relative
I know she's garbage.
to somebody in the LCU,
Yeah, I know. I heard.
and she really looks like Brantley Keene.
I mean, she's garbage. She's garbage.
Okay, so like on Friday.
She has no talent. She's nothing more than a fucking pick me. That's basically if that's the case. When she turns around and says to higher up, all she's basically saying is, "You can't get rid of me because my aunt or whatever works here."
Okay, so I try to go back to see when it happened. But so much happened on Friday that it was hard to like focus on one topic. But the Appalachian chick, what's her name?
Oh, Mama Sweet Tea.
Yes. There's been reports.
Another bum.
There's been reports that something happened during the Dolls live stream where she left. Like, completely left, deleted the Discord,
Oh no.
poof, gone. And it was all Wendy's fault.
Sure it was.
And Wendy is fighting with, what's her name?
Okay.
What's her name? The cute little girl.
I don't care about
Beans.
Okay, well let me explain to you how that works in local world.
Okay.
So you're saying that the Sweet Tea was having an issue.
Yeah,
And
they said it was a family emergency.
That
I
had
don't know.
something that turns into a Wendy bitch is running her mouth, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'll give you two things to go with. Who gave Wendy's that information? And so who's gonna deny that retard what came out of her mouth?
See, I couldn't find any information on it because, like, the whole day, like, I tried to go back and watch, but my feed, because I don't know if my audience know, but I am trying to be a retractor. Like, I want to react to other people's shit. So, like, my whole day was blown up with other shit, especially when this Becky Boop shit hit the roof. And Roxy shit hit the roof. Like, it was kind of hard to follow the story. So, like, I feel like her story got swept under the rug. But here's my thing about the Sweet. Here's my thing about Sweet Tea. She said some raggedy shit in Discord to get the show. And Matea's walking away, so he's not going to be on mic. She said some raggedy shit on Discord to Keem. I'm not going to repeat here because, after all, I'm a lady. I respect my body. I respect myself. So I'm not going to repeat it. But I think that's how she got a show. I'm just saying. I'm just saying this is how she got a show. Oh, this is not Prescott education. I mean, I guess I'm educating you about the fucking LCU, I guess. Give me a minute, guys. I gotta fix stuff. I don't have my partner here in crime. Okay. So, that post I shared with all you guys earlier, with the anxiety star, please let the dreams be real. She posted this. Are you fucking retarded? One, Keemstar lost his sponsorship because of the content nuke from Ethan Klein. Two, you motherfuckers. We all know the ATL narrative is bullshit. Even his ex-girlfriend and mother know better than that. The man was mentally unstable. Stop writing with your lies, you fucking idiot. From what I can see from Star is Zally gets real, I'm sorry. Is one, she's not real. Two, fuck the fuck off. Seriously. Go fuck yourself. You said some rationally shit the last 2 fucking days. You fucking cunt booger. So you're gonna come onto Twitter and run your fucking mouth even more on there? Fuck off. Leave Becky the fuck alone. That's all I gotta say. All I gotta say, guys, don't the LCU. Don't pay for the LCU. Don't be part of their Discord. Don't be part of their lives. One, don't give them your hard-earned money. It's not worth it. Mateo, final words?
I don't have any final words. You mean you said don't go there? If you want to give Daniel Keem your hard-earned money, so he can basically imply that you get to think the way you get to think the way he thinks. Your opinion has to be his opinion, or he's going to ban you. Bro, he covers a bunch of people on his own stream that basically do the same goddamn thing, and he talks shit on them. I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to come on here and pop my gums off. But last weekend Zombie stream got ruined because she was watching Low Cal Rewind, and that was one of her favorite shows on that channel. And Ziley Gets Real and Billy the Fridge were saying all sorts of reckless shit that basically turned her stream into it turned her stream into garbage, which kind of like didn't turn today into garbage. But you know what? I, people need to be able to speak their mind. I don't give a rat's ass about any of these people. I don't care about them. I don't wish them well. If they want, if they, as far as they said, as far as tomorrow goes, I ain't got nothing to say to them. I don't give a rat's ass. Tomorrow they're just another YouTuber to me. But if you feel the need to keep attacking a woman because that's what you do best, or you send your little gooners out there to run your mouth at her, rest assured, I'm gonna keep popping my mouth off on X of them. And if it gets to that point, I'll run my mouth at you. Because these are all people that are these are all robots and zombies created by you, Keemstar. You just go out and spin the same old narrative that they go off on our posts and say you're spinning that person's narrative. But yet they're here to spin your narrative. So here's an idea, Keemstar. You don't understand it, but you should understand it. I agree to disagree, you illiterate son of a bitch. And here's one more free advice. If you're incompetent and you're illiterate and you can't read or you're dyslexic, here's an idea. Stop typing on Twitter. Because when you can't spell the simple word of uncle, people are going to crucify you.
There's speech to text for that.
You're a moron. You've proven you're a moron. The way you talk, you've proven you're a moron. You can't read stuff on stream because you're a moron. But you keep going because you feel like you don't have to say nothing, because whenever shit hits the fan, you send all these drones out here to think you're going to shut people up. Bro, I'm not scared. I'm not scared. You don't scare me. I don't have a social media following. I don't have a stream, you fucking moron. So go ahead, run your mouth about me. Talk about how I need a Snickers. The only thing I'm gonna do to you pieces of shit is I'm gonna go buy a Snickers bar, and I'm gonna take a picture eating my Snickers bar and said, at least, hey bro, I'm eating a Snickers bar. But at least, hey bro, I'm eating the candy bar. Well, I know where your nuts are gonna come from, out of Keemstar's pants. If he can find them. Talk if you want to. Because all you are is fucking drones, and if I gotta put you all in your place to prove a point that you're all illiterate and competent retards, I surely will keep doing it. But you all have a great night. Tip your waitress. Kick rocks. I don't fucking care. Xylee, make me a fucking sandwich, you dirty ass cunt.
Alright, so now you guys just have me. Thank you, Mateo, for sharing your thoughts and words with us tonight. We do greatly appreciate you hanging out with us as always. Now for me. My final words are going to be positive. Thank you for liking the stream. We got 28 out of 50 likes tonight. So that is fucking awesome. The support in chat, the conversations that I've had in chat were fucking awesome. I want to thank Xena, the dog, for coming in and chatting with me while Mateo was going on his rampage earlier. Also, tomorrow we will be playing Diablo, because that won in the pool before the stream crashed. That was the winner. I was not going to put that poll up again. Also, I would like everybody to go support Becky Boop. Go follow her page. I'm going to link her page everywhere I can. She's been abused mentally by this company known as the LCU. And she didn't deserve it. She's a hard-working woman. She does what she can, like many of us do that have our disabilities. So yeah, go support her. Let her know that I sent you over to her. Also, look for in the community post at some point tomorrow. I will put my new subreddit page on there. I don't think there's anything else to announce. Oh yeah, Friday. This Friday coming up will be our 12-hour stream, 12 p.m. to 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The first game being played is Diablo. Second game is Stardew Valley. I can't remember what the third game is, but I will go look at that in a little bit, and I will make posts throughout the week, so keep an eye out for that. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Reddit for all the latest news, for all the latest things that are happening on our channel. And I think this was our first great step into reacting without reacting. And what I mean by that is reacting to the bullshit that's going on in this fucking YouTube universe without actually showing anybody's content. I have firsthand experience from it. Mateo as well has firsthand experience from it. So take our word for it. That world, leave it alone. It's not worth the time. Anyways, guys, have a good night. And until tomorrow, I love you all. Bye-bye. Oh, wait a minute. Mateo has a message.
Oh, the moon is high, it's time to rest my bones.
Hold up. I gotta come back to you all. Mateo said in chat, there was my 2 cents. Oops. Okay, now that he brought it up, that's who I'm having my battle with. And it's not so much with him, it's a battle within me. What's the outcome to have? God only knows. But I've been through a lot in my life. And I just don't know if I can have those kind of people in my life that support that. And then Mateo said, oops. Anything else, Mateo? Anything else you would like to add in before I end? Because I'm looking at the screen, my face is red, my eyes are puffy. Yes, sir. Guys, Mateo is my support person. He's not only my mod, he's not only my troll. He's my support person. He's the love of my life. Yes, I did ask you if there's anything else you wanted to add. You guys, I will add that last like to the stream. So let's do that while we're waiting for Mateo's response. So we're now 29 out of 50. I hope our conversation here tonight helps many of you. Know that if you ever need to talk, you can reach out to me. I'll be willing to talk to you. Join the Discord. Follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter. DM me. My DMs are open. I'll be happy to talk to you. Dick Sucker Locale Universe. He says, suck my cock, Locale Universe. So, hey Boogie, I heard you like dick. Come suck it, bro. Good night, bitches. Until tomorrow, Diablo, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.
Oh, the moon is hot, it's time to rest my bones. The zombies had a blast, but now I'm heading home. The night was wild, we laughed and shared the fright. But now it's time to call it till the next stream's light. Good night, my friends, it's time to close the fight. This zombie's off to dreamland till the next stream night. We danced, we roared, we had a wicked time. So till we meet again, keep shining bright. The chat was lit, the vibes were oh so right. We slayed the stream together under spooky starlight. But now my eyes are drooping down.